Okay, welcome to the discussion slash review of episode 85, and I think I'm going to do episode 86 at the same time because I watched both episodes back to back, so I can just maybe condense it. Um, or episode 10 and 11 of Final Season Part 2. Whichever way pronounce, whichever way you prefer it. Anyway, both episodes are actually really quite intense. Like, the combined forces of Armin and the Malian, Armin's group and the Malians having to take out the Jaegerists, which at the same time is like their former like comrades and friends and stuff like that. Sort of forced to do it technically if they wanted to get away and stop Eren's plan, save the world, which is huge. And yeah, and like I said, they did try. Knowing Armin and them, Armin probably proposed it or Hanji or whoever, but they did try to do it without bloodshed. But it got to that point where you almost had no other choice, which is unfortunate. And obviously, I don't support it, but yeah, it's sad. But yeah, this team that they saw were actually the Colossal Titans off in the distance. Yeah, and that this whole port they built here were just flooded with Jaegers everywhere, with countless Thunder Spears. I don't know how many Thunder Spears we saw go off in these two episodes. And their whole group managed to survive, besides Maga, who stayed behind and sacrificed himself. Along with Shadows, actually. So I did say maybe it was Shadows, that previous episode that we're looking at them through the window, because I remember them being in a little room and him talking to two cadets or something. And it was him, but what made me question it is why are they zooming in on Annie's face? But then Shadows sort of explained now why that was, so yeah. But at that time I was just like why Annie? It has to be someone maybe related to Annie? But yeah, so it was just Shadows, but yeah. But yeah, so they haven't destroyed the flying boat. Because they probably actually didn't know that about Armin forming an alliance with Marley and they got away and all that stuff. They probably doubt we're still around, let alone try and stop Eren. Yeah, yes and no, it's weird. Easy enough to destroy, they could have just done it. Unless, like I said at the start of the reaction as well, like maybe could have used it as bait, I don't know. It take decades to restore the tech with most of the world gone. Yeah, it's true. So, yeah, I'm not sure the mainland is in, of course. Yeah, so they couldn't get the Azumabito involved, like get them involved in the body count as well. So they need to actually service the plane, right? And preventing it was going to be difficult in 9 with all those Thunder Spears. And if they tried to, not slaughter them and just defend the plane and never take down the founder, it would be difficult, yeah, exactly. And then the smoke that they saw, so I guess that is just the steam. That is the steam from the Colossal Titans already reaching the mainland, apparently. I think that's what they said, right? Which is insane. That was quick. Kill them all at once. That's what Ani was proposing, but they need the Azumabito. Guns and your weapons, yeah. And obviously it was going to be difficult initially for Armin, Mikasa, Connie and Jean, because like I said, his previous comrades, even though they're part of the Jaegerists now, and what the Jaegerists are doing is wrong and stupid, but still, you can't still help but feel them. So, well, them, Armin and them specifically. Why should we care about this and that? Yeah, G at that point didn't care, but yeah, it's a problem if they die, so that's obvious. Yeah, so what did they say? Take like half a day minimum or whatever. Crazy. It depends on them. Yeah, protect them while the service boat, but then they obviously came up with another plan to take it to the mainland or off to the mainland and service it there to try and, like I said, it's a gamble, but at this point they have to take the gambles. That's all they have. Otherwise they would run out of time. Service a flying boat without killing anyone. Yeah, that is wishful thinking, but like I said, they tried. At the very least they tried instead of just ignoring that plan. So Armin had cornered her at the same time. Either wipe him out, don't. It turned out to be as simple as that, to be honest. Yeah, friends first, yeah. Obviously, that we're gonna disagree. It is difficult to ask them to do that. True, you guys shouldn't be expected to help out in this operation. They even said that. They were willing to let them not take part and protect Gabi and Falco, but like I said, they need all the help they can get. They needed all the help, and at the end of the day, it's a good thing they... Sounds bad. It's a good thing they did take part, because they wouldn't have been able to handle it by themselves. They were like almost done, finished. And with them, obviously, they could have, because they took part, they could try that first plan, right, without the bloodshed. Make that choice in the first place. Unlike us, you probably wouldn't have destroyed the wall that day. True, and maybe not. Knowing Eren, I don't know. But back then, maybe not. Same as you. That's what he meant. Like us, you probably wouldn't have destroyed the wall. Like I thought. Same as you. That's what he means. So I guess he means what Eren is doing right now. You guys don't have to fight. Well, they did. You have the Jaeger spot because the Jaegers don't know they sided with him yet. But then there was like some weird Daz brought up or something about they had rumors that they joined with him. Then I thought the episode was called Traitor because someone actually leaked that info from within their group. I don't know. Just watch you guys slaughter each other. Exactly. They can't do that. Them alone can't solve it. But Hanji just said, yeah, she has no intention of spectating at all. Yeah, they killed 4 already, so that means they've killed 4 of the Azuma Beta already, yeah, because we saw the body inside there. Stupid idiot. Have much time left. That's the most important thing. Humanity doesn't have much time left. So it sort of gets to the point where they don't have a choice. And like I said, I always like to say there's always a choice, but like in this situation, it almost got to that point where there was no other choice. Otherwise, they would have been probably killed or stopped, and then they wouldn't be able to stop Eren, and then the whole world sees its ass, right? Except for the little alien, little paradise. See how brilliant that would have been, and the little freaking war and civil war that would have started. Yeah, so it was the Colossal Titans King. Probably, judging by the speed, they probably was set foot on Mali already. Closest city in the northeast already destroyed. That is insane. I mean, that's fine. Yeah, then Magath was only, yeah, torturing Yelena, which they don't have time for. And the way all the info she's given Eren, she probably, maybe even has an idea where Eren is headed. But obviously she's not going to spill it, and she's going to try and keep that as a card to keep her alive and whatnot. If you take me with you, I might just say where Eren is. Ah, there's no time for that. And you can see Magath was really starting to actually like open his eyes like Gabi did, right? Because every time he sees them as well, like he explained in episode 11 how he sort of feel like, imagine if those children, like, you know, Annie, Reiner, all them had normal lives, and Gabi and them, how happy that would have made him as well, because he does truly care for them. And then he actually went and apologized for that night, because like I said, he was spouting some absolute bullshit from the Malian side and about just all that stuff. He was completely in the wrong, actually. He actually admitted it. Apologized behavior, yeah, we were wrong. We should bring up justice, exactly. Disgusting as it is, I was desperately trying to justify my action. Yeah, as many of them were trying to, and especially like, yeah, he was literally trying to do that as well. I fear to look at myself and have become as vile as mine. Didn't want, you know, denial technically. And there, someone finally said it without me saying it the many times I said it or brought up this conversation. It is wrong to make you bear the sins of the past due to your race. Yes, because it has nothing to do with them. They weren't the ones that did it. Like what I mean now initially, not, yeah, they've done a bunch of shit now, but I mean like initially, with all this stuff, the whole thing with the Aldeans having to atone for their ancestors, where they didn't do anything wrong. They were just born into this world. They weren't there. It wasn't their fault. So brilliant from Magath, actually. And then saying to Peak, Annie, and Reiner as well, you shouldn't have to endure the world's hatred. Exactly. But it's our duty to remember the stupid bloodstained history. Unfortunately, and teach it to future generations. Well, hopefully in a way like that can, you know, stop cycle and it happening over and over again. Yep, Eren Yeager wants to eradicate everything, and that's unforgivable. 100%, 100% true. Absolutely unforgivable. And there's no justification to it, like I said in that previous reaction to the episode before this. There's no justification for that genocide. None whatsoever. Like Anji said as well, you'll be damned before she justifies it. This hour won't end until we turn away from all this senseless killing. Yes, we are all starting to see the light and really, really wanting to stop this cycle of hatred and senseless killing. Exactly. So they're still sort of expecting them not to take part, but obviously they're going to take part. And Biokim. Well, Armin obviously sort of hesitated in that moment there with him and Connie struggling, but which he don't blame him, obviously, but yeah. He said there, I won't stand by with clean hands. Where in that situation he kept on hesitating and delaying it and trying, hoping that they can solve it, but then Connie had to get his hands dirty. Good job from Hizuru though. He actually counted Flock when he was about to do Flock once again. Just brilliant at pissing me off. Yeah, like I see, there's the ones they were talking about that they already took care of. How great, right? These Jaegers are just brilliant. I don't know. I don't feel like going into it again because I've talked about this topic so much. We're not even gonna go there. Yeah, if you don't want to lose anymore, then just do as you're, of course. And exactly what she said. If you think Perry Island will be safe now, I'm afraid you're wrong. What change are you so happy about? Exactly. This is precisely what's going to happen. I said this previously as well. If you think Perry Island will be safe now, I'm afraid you're wrong. Exactly. Like, let's say, what I mean now is after Eren has succeeded, right? I already said there was if he did, there's not going to be true freedom and there's going to be like civil war or the people against them being enslaved or killed. Some freedom, like I said, it's funny, like what the Jaegers are doing is literally going against Eren's idea of freedom. I said this before as well, which makes you think like it almost feels like Flock and the Jaegers are literally actually just like acting on their own under Flock's command, because it's difficult to understand. Yeah, no, I say this and you say, well, look what Eren's doing now, so maybe it could have changed, obviously, but difficult to believe that Eren would agree to technically what the Jaegers are doing, because they say that's not freedom, and what Eren wants is true freedom. So for the island, so I don't know. We'll just leave that and we'll see where it goes. We're not going to go too much into it. Yeah, exactly. The world will change. That's all. And then the killing, like Armin said, the killing will continue on the island. Battle for Titan still, and obviously the people that oppose Jaegers and the Jaegers against it. You'll still continue to kill one another as always. I said this, Armin said it, it's going to be that way. He got distracted. So this was their plan. Obviously he doesn't know that Armin and them are obviously working with Marley. And they're still on his side. So they came up with a story to try and make him believe like, you know, yo, we need to get this plane ready to go now and chase after them. Chasing the car type. All the else go. We need a flying boat, yep. But obviously, Flock is not an entire idiot. He caught on, unfortunately. They killed John and Yonkopon. They're using that because he saw that with his own eyes, even though they weren't. And he was obviously getting suspicious of that. They were already ready to blow it up. And then Dazen, whatever was. Calm down. The truth is, we heard you guys teamed up with Marley. Where did they hear that from? What room? Who started that rumor? That's weird. It's almost like someone did rat them out, or it's almost like, I don't know, I don't want to say Flock is that smart and said, let's say that to them and see how they react. I don't know. Look how Daz is reacting. I don't know. Where did this rumor come from? I don't understand. That sort of confuses me a little bit. Like I said, it could be one of two things. Someone leaked it, or they just assumed that and the rumor started spreading, or Flock was up to it. I don't know. But at this point, fucking, like I said, that may be not even the case, but even if that's the case, the entire like genocide the world, I don't know. You guys wouldn't put the island in danger after we finally saved, right? Saved, it's not saved. Almost like they sort of are suspecting them, like the explosives or just look at their faces. But then they went off and did it. Actually did take it off. See, this was insane. This is where it got like really tense. Absolutely insane. It got incredibly tense. It was just building up, and we know it like almost had that build up and know that conflict was going to happen. Yep, and so they had that look on their face even though he disconnected the connector. They're still hoping for Flock to listen. Everything's riding on it, the facial expression of it. And then Flock started to think, yeah, everything that's wrong with this picture. And there, he said himself, he stopped thinking entirely. There's no proof, but yeah, Rubble should be nipped in the butt. He doesn't have any actual proof. Like, he sort of came to an assumption, yeah, but this just goes to show you as well. Yes, he was correct in this situation, but he was technically making an assumption. I know it's suspicious and everything. Yeah, well, we don't have any proof, but yeah, it has to be sorted out. They need to be, nipped. Probably need to be nipped in the butt. Technically, taking them out or whatever. Even though there's no actual proof yet. Yep, and then obviously, because take them out. But interesting. That was Hizuru actually getting him. Well done. And they knew they failed at that point. Going down without a fight. Well done, Hizuru. Great stuff. And then Mikasa and then bust in, and then the whole conflict starts. Yeah, if they could have held Flock there, but unfortunately escaped outside, and then he could let everyone know outside technically what's going on. Just shouting, and yeah, Mikasa, Armin, Connie have betrayed Aldia. Kill them. Just that. Show you what faith. It's almost like they're not questioning. They're just like, okay, well, we'll just fucking listen to Flock, even though the Aegis, anything, no choice but to wrap up the Aegis. Like I said, it almost sort of got to that point where there's almost no other choice. Because they tried, like I said. I'm usually the one that says there's always a choice, but like I said, at this point it got to that point where there's almost no other choice. They tried really. Armin tried even harder. He was just standing there with Daz pointing it at him and tried really hard. Where to the point where Connie just had to. It's difficult, and like I said, it was difficult to watch, man. It's even though, like I said, I'm against the Jaegerists and all that stuff. Yep, and then it comes to this, and this sort of looks like sad, but then on the other point, like, dude, can you not like realize and see what the Jaegerists are doing are bad and terrible, and you saying, oh, you're a traitor, and then now they all got that, just like probably by Flock, just hammered into their head, like we must do this to protect Aldia and protect us out, all that stuff, and yeah, freaking justifies the freaking genocide, which is stupid, but yeah, it's. Like I say, it's difficult. Hold up with no escape. And then in comes. I thought he was gonna get caught up in the blast from Annie and Raina, but yeah, in comes Annie and Raina. Yep, and Levi's just watching, forced to watch. And then Annie and Raina just goes on a killing spree, which we'll just leave it at that. What else is there to say about that? It's sad and unfortunate. But like I said, they were almost like driven to that point where like, we have to stop or get rid of the Jaegerists. Because they tried peaceful, covers blown, all that stuff. They're gonna try to stop us by killing us. So we have to defend ourselves and take them out so we can literally go and, save the world and save millions. It's actually went and shot Armin. And it didn't do anything to me. They're just like, oh, traitors. He didn't have a weapon out or anything. Yes, he has the Colossal Titan power, but still. Whether he knows that or not, no, they know it. Like, but still. And this is Annie's first time facing Thunder Spears. The CGI was actually pretty good this episode. Like, in part 1 of final season, it was a bit more noticeable. But yet, it didn't look bad at all. Yep, and Armin just kept trying. And then they pull that card out on them. Yes, that's sort of it's crazy, but like I said, now at this point it's just different beliefs. And the one belief is literally set on saving the world from something messed up genocide that's about to happen. The other one just believe, well, we need to wipe them all out and let the genocide happen so we can be safe just for ourselves. And yeah, the Aegis, man, I don't know. I was like, the Daz wasn't gonna do it, but still, and Connie wasn't gonna take that chance. Someone has to be the one to do it. Yep. Shit. Poor Connie. Yeah, dude, Connie, man. I mean, he had it against Armin's head as well, and that's a few times too many. It's super difficult to watch, man. And this is like, I don't want to say I feel sorry for him. It's still terrible, but what he did. It's still, like I said, I'm so neutral. It's like difficult, like, to pick a side at all. How do you? Yes, I'm all for the plan for saving the world and stopping Eren's plan. But like I said before, even though choosing sides is like impossible. Like for me, it's almost like, let's put it rather this way. Like, yes, okay, not who do you cheer for, but how can you cheer for any of this technically, right? I'm not saying that people go like, ooh, you can get excited if you want, but like, technically to me, like, how do you cheer? It's because what both sides are doing are messed up. Yes, one side is literally trying to save the world, but now they had to kill these former comrades and the Jaegers and whatnot to do it. But it was like, I don't even know what to say. It's just a messed up situation. I want to say both sides in the wrong, but the one side is trying to save the world as well. But yeah, like I said, it brings out the worst in people, like war and this type of stuff and everything. Having to do this type of stuff. And you can see Armin, even here Armin at the end. Yeah, he didn't want to. He still kept hesitating and waited until the last moment and he tried to. Freaking Daz, man. Poor Connie, man. I say poor Connie, like I explained this, I say poor Connie, but yeah. Doing that still is crazy messed up, but like I said, it's getting to the point where there's no other choice. So they were saying all day to service the boat before it can happen. Minimum half a day. And how much else would be flattened in that time span, right? Oh. This is actually crazy everything that's going down, man. It's so insane. Nothing is going anyone's way, to be honest. Yeah, they're expecting them to defend the port. Yeah, take them out, but then reinforcements coming in, having to take them out, or delay and protecting with the tide is going to be used for a few hours while they maintenance the thing. It wasn't going to work. That's why Hizuru came up with a plan. Faster than a galloping horse. They plow through all obstacles. Exactly. There's nothing to stop them to go around anything. Half a day they'll race something like 600 kilometers. So while they're speaking right now, they're just still, at the moment, they are destroying everything in their path. And by the time they got to them, probably another 600 plus kilometers has been ravaged. Flatten the entire continent will take 4 days. For a continent. I don't know how big this continent is, but... And then they're still needing to find Eren, needing to stop him, so there's more time involved. Now, it'll already be too late for Liberia. That's bad news for Anya with her dad and everything. And he's remembering them. Okay, well, like I said in the interaction as well, he's remembering, people in Liberia having a great time, but let's not forget what they went and did in Liberia in the first place. So, like I said, see, it's difficult to pick a side. Yes, I am actually for the plan, saving the world. I'm on their side, but man, what they're doing aren't right though. It's not like like I say, we can't see them as heroes, that's for sure. And they know that probably. South of here in the Malian coast, city of Odeha, we own a hangar. So take a boat, drag it behind them, and service it there where no one can bother them. About to be flattened. Before the rumbling does, but then they're gonna have to work quick. it's a gamble, but like I said, at this point, everything looks like it's going wrong and it's not working for them. You have to take a gamble at this point. You don't have a choice. Gamble is all they have. And I don't know, all those Colossal Titans, there's no way they'll be able to take out multiple of them at the same time to try and defend them while they're preparing and servicing the plane. There's no way. We saw what it took to take down one Colossal Titan. That ain't happening. Yep, everyone has to be top of the game here to try and stop it. 30 minutes to start the boat, make it 15, man. Move your ass. It's to literally save everyone. Well, not everyone, save the world or most of it. Yep, there's a new plan. Protect them while they get to the boat so they can escape. And Flock obviously realized it. And they had to take them out, yeah. Yep, and now it's at that point, right? We even see Connie later on. They can't hesitate. Hesitation means probably not probably not stopping the rumbling and stopping Eren. Unfortunately, there is no time to hesitate. Yeah, man, no hesitation. Hanji just went straight off the Flock as well. Damn traitors, yeah, right. Be part of your stupid little movement and group and plan. Obviously, they're against it. Yep, figured it out. I mean, I actually did end up getting hit by some Thunder Spears this episode. First time eating those, and yeah. They had to throw his body on the lines to protect the mechanics and whatnot. And they took a lot of hits from the Thunder Spears. Especially Reiner. Because Annie wasn't going to take much before she breaks down because she doesn't have armor. Damn. He's actually literally using him as a shield. Well, he did jump in front of her. Yeah, I can see there's some people in there that don't want to do it. And now, unfortunately, also they got taken out. Yeah, great motivation. Casual John in a sea of blood. Revenge Butcher. That it won't necessarily end like that, but yeah. And we actually got to see Falco transform to help out in this situation. That one extra person did manage to make the difference. Yeah, like I said, he wanted to use it, but yeah, exactly what Peak said. First times never go well. Doesn't matter if you saw maybe like previous memories of how to use it or whatever. But like I said, they probably got, since they are warrior candidates, they probably were taught about it and how it works and stuff like that. But like they said, it doesn't matter how much you know, first transformation usually doesn't go well. Like we've seen with any transformation, with Eren and whatnot, they lose control. For the most part. Damn. Armin is at least gonna heal up, but they actually went and shot him. When he didn't even do anything yet. He was just like, duh, stop. He didn't have a weapon out, nothing. The guy just shot him. So obviously they're like, oh, they're realizing, oh, these guys are traitors. Well, Flock shouted it. Reinforcement, then the train got blown up. And like I said, it was obviously not they like, holy shit, the train, the reinforcements blew up. Like, they're not the one that placed that, so I'm assuming, I forgot to say this in reaction, I'm assuming that Shadows actually did that. That's what I'm assuming, because it wasn't one of them. Yeah, as you can see, they didn't plan for that. Funny enough, that's actually weird that they didn't, because they should have expected reinforcements to come in, but yeah, what now, Flock? It's come down to this, and what did you expect? Unfortunately. Yeah, Falco was trying, but like we know, you have to like have a clear goal in mind to transform and, you know, perform the task. But at the end, I guess him wanting to protect Reiner and Annie, and also like I guess maybe had the goal of the mission in mind, like Eren did with the boulder. They were just relentlessly getting taken out by Thunder Spears. Yep, Annie's head. They were on the verge of being done, and then Connie and them just come in. Yep. This just were like made up their mind. No hesitation. They said it here perfectly. Great animation though. Not bad. Connie actually got shot, I think, right? It's brutal. It's like I said, these two episodes was difficult to watch. Yep, like John said, hesitate and will never stop rumbling. Sad but true. They just had so many Thunder Spears. This is where I thought like he was gonna jump in. He did jump in, yeah. Falco went and did it. He probably had the goal in mind of this mission or trying to protect Annie and Reiner, or you know, like I said, probably just this mission in mind so he could finally transform. Yeah, this is perfect. Enemies and allies, right? When titles were the greatest threat, titles were the enemy. When countries were the greatest threat, countries were the enemy. As long as people hold firm to different beliefs, there will always be an enemy. That is sad but true. It just is. So it's just how it goes. And it's sad like that, you know, has to come to war sometimes and stuff like that, which is stupid. Yep, Falker. Falker's one looks interesting. Like all of them have like different features every time, but he's almost got like more bird-like features. It's almost more beast-like compared to the other jaws. Like his arms and legs are like, you know, like bird type. Even you can technically even say the arm is got, yeah, for the jaws, right? Almost like a beak from a bird, or even a prehistoric bird maybe. Yep, they broke formation. They didn't expect that. Now or never, man. He went straight off the Flock actually, or Flock went for him. As you can see there, it's almost like bird. You can even see with like almost like the fur or feathers as well. Maybe like prehistoric bird type. Yeah, you can see he's out of control. Yep, and yeah, dude, Flock thought he was gonna take him out. Hanju went straight after him, but he was that golden mind trying to get his fight off at the boat. And then who was it who stopped him? Gabi. Holy crap, Gabi once again with a dude. Gabi's got aimbot or something. Her aim is brilliant, to be honest. That could have been it if he shot it into the hole, but Gabi stopped him. Oh yeah, just saying that save Aldia. They are so delusional and I don't want to say brainwashed, but crazy. Yep. Flock is still alive, obviously. I've got this feeling when they left, he sort of made his way onto the boat or he's latched on somewhere and he's going to cause nonsense. I know it. Because he's not out of the picture, for sure. You just hit him in the shoulder, right? So he misses. Yeah. I've got a feeling we haven't seen the last of him. He's going to ruin stuff. Ruin the plan. And then this is just them finishing the rest off. Insane. Not in a good way. That just sums it up perfectly, this shot right here. Or they're just bathing in it. Not Mikasa specifically at that point, but then yeah, Falco did help out, but now he's out of control. And he was about to actually take peak. Like I said, he doesn't have control. He did help, but now they had that risk. Now they had to deal with that too. But good job, Magath. Got him out. I thought for a moment that he's going to cause some sort of damage to their... Yeah, Ani and Ryan are done. They fought hard. Magath said he's all the real. He made up his mind, so no one goes after them. And who saves the day? Shadows. So yeah, it was him that stayed behind. That we saw in... Or, no, that was him that we saw in the window. Like I said, it could have been him, like I said, because I remember him being in a room in that area, or sort of looked like that room from the outside, where he was talking to the cadets and whatnot, but then they zoomed in on his face and I got confused. Now the two old men, looking for a place to die. Jeez. Yeah, he's the one that took out the reinforcements. Can't just leave the ship here, that's also his intention. And he went to help him out. And there he said, he's planning to go down with it. I thought maybe they could have lighted up and then escaped, but then they saw them, so there's no chance of them opening that door and getting off. I mean, I would still say they could have tried, but they like sort of accepted that this was going to be their fate. Like Sada said there. I don't like that, but hey, it was him, see. They planned, how it was moved. You know, he knew what they were going to do. How much they've grown. Oh well, good and bad, fortunately. Tsunoda's one of the heroes who saved the world. Yeah, like I said, I wouldn't technically refer to any of these people as heroes, but yeah. They did help. Like you said, I refuse to pat myself on the back here. And like, I do appreciate how Magath actually did come to the realization, right? We saw already the apology to Armin and them, how he was talking about the campfire and stuff like that, but yeah, ignoring my conscience, I ordered around children to serve the country's interest, yeah. While he knew it was technically actually wrong. He said he's ignoring his conscience, but he knows now it was wrong. He probably knew all along, but like I said, he was ignoring it, which is wrong as well. Yep, he finally realized if those kids that can live normal lives, he would be actually happy. He does care. I'm glad he came to this realization. Yep, they did see them there. Now they don't have a choice. They can't get off. Just blow it down. Make sure no one follows them. But like I said, I've got the feeling Flock has lashed himself onto that boat. Keith Shadows. Oh man, now we lost Shadows as well. First Pixis. Went and did it, huh? Oh well. That was brave. Very brave. And technically did it at sacrifice to technically save the world. You can call it that. Yeah, and then they broke the news to Annie. That Liberia probably has fallen already. Or it's going to, they won't make it in time for Liberia. There's still the chance that their father can get away. But also not, like as we saw, the ignorant Malians. I mean, fair enough, they didn't see the dream that they saw Eren speaking to them, but they probably kept all of them there. Or like it looked like that other god got her dad first anyway. I don't know, who knows. That was the entire reason for fighting, but it's hard to say just forget it. No, don't forget about it, but still, hello. Save the world. Save millions, if not billions, from this genocide. Have to keep on helping. You know, Mali's destruction was inevitable. Even then still, doesn't stop them from saving the rest. Yep, Margaret understood that, but he gave his life so we could push ahead. Yep, to save the rest. He didn't do it for Liberia or Mali. Because like I said, he did come to that realization at the end. He did it entrusting us to save people whose names he never knew. No, exactly, the entire world. Or most of it. That is insane, actually. Like, that was brave. Ask you again, can you kill Eren? And she just technically, assuming she lost her father as well now, like, Mikasa, like, they're gonna have to make that choice. If it comes to them having to take out Eren, they have to. Because he's about to kill millions, if not billions. I know it's gonna be difficult for them to do that, but you can't let him get away with that plan. And Annie said it here herself, doesn't want to fight anymore. Sick of killing each other. Even Eren doesn't want to fight anymore. Not you guys, not Eren. Whether they can talk him out of it, I don't know. I'm not very hopeful of that. That would be the best outcome. But yeah, not that he should be... what happens to him afterwards, like... You can't just say like, hey, okay, thanks for stopping it. Like, look what he already did. But anyway, that was discussion / review for episode 85 and 86, or episode 10 and 11 of Final Season Part 2. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it as much as I did. Hopefully, you got something useful from this conversation. Or like I said, this is just a discussion. It's technically not it's not in-depth. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe. I would greatly appreciate that. And yeah, the link to the reactions will be in the description. So if you've seen this and you haven't seen the reactions, there will be a link down below to that. Yeah, and I will see you guys in the next Attack on Titan. Peace.